Last night, about 10:30, I understand that all the members of the Oireachtas received an email or a letter from the author of a book many years ago called The God Squad, Paddy Doyle. I just want to take few quotes out of it. There's no glamour in being disabled. What really is infuriating is that politicians talk about the disabled as if we were a homogenous group to be pitied, to be patronised and to be prayed for. We are at the bottom rung of the ladder and it appears we will remain there. And that rhymes very well with what we saw and has been referred to already by Senator Daly in relation to the young woman in County Meath, Kifka McNamee. She's Friedreich's ataxia. That is a condition that weasels its way into every...
Name, Senator.
It's already been named.
I know that, but look, even if it's in the public domain, we're not supposed to do it. No, it's not proper.
It's in the standing order.
It's not proper to name a name.
There's nothing to say you can't.
Sorry, Senator.
Thank you for your help. That's okay. That is a condition. It's called a progressive condition, but really what it does is it weasels its way into every fibre of your body and takes you down. As a young person in her teens, she had expectations, like anyone would, even if they were only the ones her parents would want for her. But there were expectations for a half-decent life. That she has had to deal with all those compromises and take it on the chin and her family. What is absolutely unacceptable is what has already been said, that a cut in what was already inadequate personal support hours was almost half. And the 3 hours she had to help her stay at work was cut to 30 minutes. Now, she talked about the consequential pain and anxiety that she has in relation to personal hygiene and toileting issues when she's at work, when she doesn't have that support. None of us need to come into this house or go on television to talk about our toileting needs, our ebbs and flows or our movements. But that's what someone felt they had to do in public last night. There is no recovery for people with disabilities or their families. What is a continuation of the cuts and cuts. And that, I'm sad to say, that is the fact and the reality. The Taoiseach, I had a presentation here last week, I made comments with the Taoiseach. I asked for confirmation that the UN CRPD would be ratified by the end of this year. I asked that the budget, and not as a special plea, but as something to make sure that Ireland has a decent infrastructure for all of us and for all our loved ones, and that would be a priority. And I said, look, of the modest money I have, 300 million would be a decent start to that. The Taoiseach has said that he will meet with me, and that meeting is going to take place. He did not confirm that legislation will be through by the end of this year. That was not confirmed, so that needs to be dealt with, as does the fact that he's suggesting to me afterwards that the 300 million won't be there. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. We will know on Tuesday. But the bottom line here is that people with disabilities, 600,000 people and their families, will continue to be on the wrong side of the recovery. Thank you, Cahill.
Senator Lennon.